today. From State Farm's
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Down Washington.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
The numbers for Jones last week: 18 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Washington first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
At the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Washington.
And he's going to try and do this himself.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 35, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. He finds Bray. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal. At the Cardinals.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. Murray a give. This is Drake.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin.
the pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 25.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Well, the Cardinals bring pressure and they get home. It's blocked. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
However form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Murray now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Cardinals nothing.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second down and goal. Murray, and it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a game.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend. Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pushes past him. Underneath, he's got Brate. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Kenyon Drake.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
And the Washington offense heading out.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Lead to Traquan Smith. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 50.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Over the middle to Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Number 35.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's 3-0 Washington.
10. Cardinals 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Craig.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 17-13 was the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
At the 35-yard line.
On second down, it's Drake. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Chase Young on the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chase Young
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going to throw right side here, complete.
The pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. But it's
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Drake. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Murray now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kyler Murray sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that's caught on the left side by Kirk.
Murray's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Murray.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, it's Drake, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete.
Back to throw again. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Jones breaking from the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Cameron Brate. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Washington on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, yeah, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And McManus able to put it through. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 20. Cardinals 17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 26-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Washington offense set to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Murray on the option. He'll give it to Drake.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Murray's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is complete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cameron Brate, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. David Njoku and the rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
Murray's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Murray. This and
goal.
So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
24.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.